Have you ever felt uncomfortable with your body smell, even though you shower every day? After the age of 60, the body starts to change quietly. Keeping your body clean and fresh becomes harder than it used to be when you were younger. Let me tell you about Mr. Frank. He's 71, always well-dressed, neat and clean. One day, he went to a group meeting with his old friends. A close friend handed him a mint and said, "Maybe you should use this." It was kind, but that small moment made him realize something important. His body had changed, and he hadn't even noticed. This is more common than you might think. As we get older, our skin becomes thinner and drier. It produces less oil. These changes make it easier for bacteria to build up on the skin. And when bacteria mix with sweat, it creates body odor. You may not notice it yourself, but others might, and no one wants to feel embarrassed. Dr. Elizabeth Tansey, a skin doctor in the U.S., says that older skin needs different care. If we don't clean it the right way, it becomes a perfect place for odor-causing bacteria to grow. So even if you shower every day, if your routine doesn't fit your age and skin condition, it might not be enough. And this isn't just about hygiene. It's about how we feel, our confidence, our mood, and how we interact with others. Feeling clean helps us feel better inside. It helps us feel in control. The good news is, staying fresh and clean doesn't need to be complicated. Dr. Andrew, while a health expert, says you only need to learn small, simple habits, ones that match your age, health, and lifestyle. That's why this video was made, to help you take care of yourself every day, by yourself, in easy, practical ways. These are tips you can do at home, without help, and they really work. If you find this topic helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Seniors Golden Wisdom channel. We share simple tips every week, made especially for people over 60. So let's get into the first two tips. These are not common, but they work, especially as we age. Apple cider vinegar for underarms and back. You might have heard about apple cider vinegar for cooking, but not many people know how helpful it can be for body odor, especially under the arms and on the back. As we get older, the skin in these areas becomes a bit rough and holds on to bacteria more easily. Even with soap and water, some bacteria remain. That's where apple cider vinegar comes in. Dr. Joshua Zeichner, a skin specialist, explains that apple cider vinegar helps balance the skin's pH level. That means it makes the skin slightly more acidic, which stops the kind of bacteria that cause bad smells. It also helps remove leftover soap, sweat, and dead skin cells. Let me share a quick story. Mrs. Rose is 68. She used to use strong soap, scrubbing hard under her arms. But her skin became dry and itchy, and her granddaughter told her she still had a strange smell. One day, she changed her routine. Instead of scrubbing with soap, she used a soft cloth with diluted apple cider vinegar. After a week, her skin felt calmer, and even her granddaughter noticed a difference. You don't need to do anything complicated. Just mix 1 part apple cider vinegar with 2 parts water. After showering, soak a soft cotton pad or washcloth in the mixture. Gently wipe under your arms and across your back. Don't rinse it off. Let it dry on your skin. It's safe, and there's no strong smell once it dries. Now, imagine walking into a room with clean, fresh skin. No strange odors, no embarrassment. It sounds small, but it gives you a big boost in confidence. Change your bath towel every 2 to 3 days. Here's something people don't often talk about. Your towel could be making you smell worse. Many people reuse the same towel for a whole week, but by the 3rd day, the towel might be spreading bacteria instead of cleaning it. Dr. Philip Tierno from New York University says that damp towels are a perfect place for bacteria to grow. After 48 hours, bacteria from your body and the air can live and grow on the towel, even if you can't see or smell them. Let's look at Mr. Jack. He's 74 and used to change his towel once a week. But over time, he noticed the skin on his back felt itchy, and he sometimes had a musty smell even after a shower. When he started changing his towel every 3 days, the itching stopped and the smell went away. What can you do? Keep 2 or 3 clean, soft towels ready. Use one for 2 or 3 days, then change it. After each use, hang your towel in a place with good air. not inside a humid bathroom. Let it dry completely. This slows down bacteria growth. It's a small habit, but it makes a big difference. And here's something to think about. If your body is clean but your breath still smells, where could the problem be coming from? When we talk about staying clean and fresh, we often think about showers, soap, or deodorant. But there are two places on the body that many people forget to care for properly: the mouth and the feet. And they play a bigger role in how fresh we feel than most realize. Let's start with the mouth. Many people brush their teeth in the morning and before bed, but after lunch, we often skip it, especially when we're not near a sink. Over time, this habit allows food to stay stuck on the teeth and bacteria to grow. That's when bad breath starts to show up. Even if everything else seems clean, there's a very simple trick that not many people use. But it works: brushing your teeth dry after lunch. The American Dental Association explains that dry brushing, using a soft toothbrush with no water or toothpaste, helps remove food and plaque when you're not able to rinse. It may feel a bit strange at first, but it's safe and effective. The key is gentle movement. Here's a real example. Mrs. Ruth, 70 years old, enjoys hosting afternoon tea with her neighbors. She used to feel shy about her breath after meals, especially when she didn't brush right away. Then she started keeping a small toothbrush and napkin nearby. After eating, she would quietly clean her teeth while sitting on the sofa. No water needed. Since then, she feels more comfortable during conversations. You can try this too. Take a soft toothbrush, one that's easy to hold and gentle on the gums. After lunch, use it to lightly brush your teeth, front, back, and top. Focus on the areas where food gets stuck. You don't need toothpaste. After brushing, you can rinse your mouth or simply wipe your tongue and teeth with a napkin. This small habit can reduce bad breath, improve oral health, and help you feel more confident, even when you're not near a bathroom. And once your mouth feels clean, it gives you a sense of freshness that affects your whole mood. But keeping a fresh mouth is only part of the story. There's another area that gets overlooked: the feet. Most people don't talk about foot odor, but it's more common than you think, especially in older adults. Shoes, socks, and warm weather make it worse. And if the feet are not cleaned properly, the smell can affect the whole body. That's where warm salt water comes in. This method has been around for generations, and now science also supports it. Dr. Emily Splitchell, a foot care expert, says that soaking your feet in warm salt water can help kill the bacteria and fungus that cause bad smell. It also soothes the skin and helps reduce dryness, which can lead to cracks and irritation. You don't need any special tools. Mr. Henry, for example, is in his early 70s. He used to avoid social events because he was embarrassed by his foot odor. Even after showering, the smell would return when he removed his shoes. Then, he began soaking his feet each evening in warm salt water. Within days, the smell was gone. He no longer avoided taking off his shoes in public. Here's what you can do. Fill a small tub or basin with warm water, not too hot. Add 1 tablespoon of regular salt. Stir it until the salt dissolves. Then, soak your feet for 10 to 15 minutes. Do this before bed when you're done for the day. After soaking, dry your feet carefully, especially between the toes. Use a clean towel and make sure no moisture remains. Moist areas are where bacteria and fungus love to grow. This simple routine doesn't just fight odor, it also helps you sleep better. When your feet are clean, dry, and relaxed, the whole body feels calmer. You'll be surprised at how much difference it makes, not just to how your feet smell, but how comfortable and fresh you feel overall. And here's something a little strange, but true. You can shower every day, use all the soap you want, but if you put on a pair of socks that didn't fully dry, your body might still end up smelling musty. That's because wet fabric creates the perfect space for bacteria to grow, especially in warm areas like your shoes. That's why it's important not only to clean your feet, but to keep your socks and shoes fresh and dry. Hang your socks where air can flow. Let your shoes breathe between wears. Rotate your footwear and avoid wearing the same pair every day if possible. Freshness is not just about washing. It's about the small details, the ones we don't always notice. We've talked about areas like the mouth and the feet, the often forgotten parts that play a big role in how fresh you feel. But sometimes the difference between smelling clean and having an unwanted odor doesn't come from your body at all. It comes from what's touching it. And one of the most important things is what you wear. A lot of people believe that if clothes are washed and dried, they must be clean and fresh. But that's not always true. Many older adults rely on the convenience of a clothes dryer. It's fast, it's easy, and it doesn't depend on the weather. But what you may not know is that using only the dryer can sometimes leave clothes with a faint, musty smell, even after they're washed. This smell is not strong at first, but over time, it sticks to your clothes, your bed sheets, even your towels. And once it's there, it transfers to your body. This happens because dryers work with heat, but they don't fully remove bacteria or the tiny particles left from sweat and skin. When clothes are washed in cold or warm water and then put straight into the dryer, some bacteria and moisture may still remain, especially in thicker fabrics. That's where sunlight makes all the difference. Dr. Lisa Ackley, a hygiene expert, explains that natural sunlight helps kill bacteria that cause odor. The ultraviolet UV rays and sunlight work as a natural disinfectant. They break down bacteria and freshen fabric in a way that dryers simply can't. It's a simple truth that many people overlook. Drying clothes outside, even just for an hour or two, can leave them cleaner, fresher, and less likely to make your body smell. Take the case of Ms. Ellie. She's 66, lives alone, and used to dry all her laundry in the machine. But she noticed that even after a fresh wash, her clothes sometimes had a damp or old towel smell. One day, she started hanging her clothes outside in the early morning sun. Within a week, the smell was gone. She kept using the dryer on rainy days. But whenever possible, she let her clothes air out under natural sunlight, just for an hour or two. This small change can make a big difference. If you want to try this at home, here's how. Choose a sunny part of the day. Usually early morning to late morning is best. That's when the sun is strong enough to help, but not so hot that it damages fabric. Hang your clothes where they get direct sunlight, not in the shade. Avoid drying clothes in damp or humid places like basements or shaded balconies. If you live in an apartment or have limited space, even placing clothes near a window where sunlight shines and can help. Just exposing them to fresh air and natural light is already a step forward. Don't forget your bed sheets, socks, towels, and undergarments. These are items that hold on to moisture and bacteria the most. Letting them breathe under the sun keeps them from developing that damp smell, which over time can transfer to your skin. One small habit, drying your clothes in the sun, helps your whole body stay fresher. And yet, there's something even smaller that many people completely forget about, something you hold in your hand every single day. Your phone. It might surprise you, but your phone can be one of the dirtiest things you touch. And it can make your body, especially your face, neck, and hands, smell unpleasant. According to research by the National Institutes of Health, smartphones often carry more bacteria than the average toilet seat. That's because we touch them constantly, while eating, while sweating, after using the restroom, and even while walking outdoors. But unlike our hands, phones don't get washed. Now think about it. You hold your phone, then scratch your neck. You make a call, and the phone touches your cheek. You press it against your chin or touch your lips while thinking. Over time, oils from your face, sweat from your hands, and bacteria from surfaces all mix on your phone. If the phone isn't cleaned, this bacteria can spread back to your skin, leading to irritation, smell, or even breakouts. Let's look at Mr. Tom. He's 69. He often felt itchy around his neck and ears, especially in the evenings. He noticed a slight, sour smell in those areas, even though he showered regularly. Then he realized he was always holding his phone, pressing it to his skin after touching doorknobs, shopping carts, or public handrails. He started wiping his phone each night with a cloth dipped in a bit of rubbing alcohol. After a few days, the itching stopped, the odor faded. It doesn't take much to keep your phone clean. Here's a simple habit. Each evening, take a soft cloth or tissue, lightly dampen it with rubbing alcohol, 70% or less, or use a ready-made phone disinfectant wipe. Gently clean the front and back of your phone, especially the screen and edges where your fingers and face touch the most. Don't let liquid enter the charging port or speaker holes. Do this once a day, just like brushing your teeth or changing your socks. It takes less than a minute, but it helps stop bacteria from traveling from your phone to your body, especially if you use your phone often or touch your face a lot. This habit can reduce irritation, strange smells, or skin discomfort. Staying clean isn't always about what you put on your body. Sometimes it's about what you carry, touch, or wear, and how those things silently affect your freshness. We talked about cleaning the skin, the mouth, the feet, the clothes, and even your phone. But there's one more habit, one that works from the inside out. It's simple, free, and only takes a few minutes in the morning. And yet, most people forget about it completely. It's drinking warm water. First thing in the morning. You might wonder what something so small can do. But warm water plays a bigger role in body odor and cleanliness than most people think. Dr. Michael Roizen, a health expert from the Cleveland Clinic, explains that the body naturally builds up waste products, toxins, during sleep. Your body processes everything from food to stress overnight. When you wake up, your system is ready to flush all of that out, but it needs water to do it. Without enough water, your body can't get rid of these waste products properly. And over time, that can show up in how your breath smells, how your skin feels, and how your body odor develops. Now, here's why the temperature of the water matters. Warm water, compared to cold, is gentler on the stomach. It encourages digestion and helps your intestines move more easily. It also helps your kidneys and liver filter better. In short, it wakes up your body without shocking it. That's important as we age, when the digestive system becomes slower and less efficient. Drinking warm water in the morning also helps with hydration. After a full night of sleep, your body is slightly dehydrated. You may not feel thirsty, but your cells are craving water. A small cup of warm water helps refill that loss and reactivates all your organs gently, including your skin, which needs hydration to stay clean and soft. Let's look at a simple example. Ms. Linda, 72 years old, rarely drank water in the morning. She often felt dryness in her throat and noticed an odd smell in her breath, even after brushing. Then she started drinking one small cup of warm water each morning, before anything else. Within a few days, her throat felt clearer. The strange taste in her mouth disappeared. Over time, she noticed her breath stayed fresher, and she felt less bloated during the day. You don't need any special tools. When you wake up before tea or breakfast, fill a small ceramic or glass cup with warm water. Not hot, just warm enough to feel comfortable. Drink it slowly in small sips. That's it. No lemon, no honey, no extra ingredients needed. Just clean, warm water. If your mornings are busy or if you take medications early, simply make this step the very first thing you do. Keep a kettle nearby or use a thermos to make it easier. This small routine helps clean your mouth, support digestion, and keep your skin and body fresh throughout the day. And if you don't like the taste of plain water, that's okay too. You can start with just a few sips and increase slowly. The goal is not to drink a large amount, just enough to rehydrate and activate your system. It's a quiet, gentle habit that brings big benefits over time. Now, let's take a step back. We've walked through 7 small but powerful ways to stay clean, fresh, and confident every day without needing help from anyone else. We started with your skin, using apple cider vinegar after showers to reduce odor-causing bacteria. Then we talked about towels, how changing them every few days can stop smells before they start. Next, we moved to your mouth, dry brushing after lunch to fight bad breath when water isn't nearby. We cared for your feet, soaking them in warm salt water to stop odor and relax the body before bed. Then we looked at your clothes, how letting them dry in sunlight helps kill bacteria and removes that hidden musty smell. We even cleaned your phone, the one object you touch all day, without realizing how it might spread bacteria back to your skin. And finally, we turned inward with a warm cup of water each morning to flush out toxins, support digestion, and give your body a fresh start from within. Each step was small, each habit simple, but together they help you take control of how you feel and how others see you every single day. Because staying clean is not just about looking neat. It's about feeling in charge. It's about protecting your health and your dignity. And the truth is, you can do it. You don't need expensive products. You don't need to rely on others. With the right habits, you can care for yourself, your skin, your breath, your comfort, in ways that truly make a difference. So now, I'd love to hear from you. Do you have a small tip or habit that helps you stay fresh and confident every day? Maybe something your parents taught you, or a routine that works well for your age. Leave your idea in the comments below. I read every one of them. And if this video helped you, please take a moment to like it and subscribe to the channel's Seniors Golden Wisdom. Every week, we share simple, practical advice to help you live healthier, happier, and more independently, no matter your age. Because whether you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, you deserve to feel clean, proud, and confident every day of your life. This isn't just about hygiene. It's about joy. It's about freedom. It's about you.